Welcome back to MoneyCat, the place where we turn deep books into life-changing lessons. Today we're talking about something a little different. We're diving into a book called The Wisdom of Psychopaths by Kevin Dutton, and trust me, the title alone gets people curious. Now, when we hear the word psychopath, most of us instantly think of criminals, serial killers, and scary movie villains, right? But what if I told you that some of the same traits found in psychopaths can actually help people succeed in business, law, the military, and even medicine? Let's explore that. Here are 10 key ideas from the book that might just change the way you think about success and about yourself. 1. Psychopathy exists on a spectrum. Not all psychopaths are dangerous. That's the first myth this book busts. Psychopathy is a spectrum of traits. Things like fearlessness, charm, focus, emotional detachment, and boldness. Some people have just enough of these traits to be effective in high-stakes careers without harming others. Dutton calls them functional psychopaths. Think elite soldiers, top surgeons, or fearless entrepreneurs. 2. Fearlessness is a hidden superpower. Most of us avoid fear. But psychopaths, they barely feel it. And in many situations, like jumping out of planes, entering burning buildings, or taking massive business risks, that fearlessness is a huge advantage. You don't have to be reckless, but learning to manage your fear instead of avoiding it can give you a serious edge. 3. Calm in chaos. Psychopaths stay calm in situations that would make most of us panic. Imagine being able to think clearly under pressure, like during an emergency, a job interview, or a crisis. This calmness makes them great in high-stress environments, and we can all learn to cultivate more of that cool-headed focus. 4. Confidence opens doors. One big reason psychopaths can be so persuasive? Unshakable confidence. They don't doubt themselves, they don't second-guess, and that kind of bold self-belief often makes others trust and follow them. You don't need to fake it, but building real, steady confidence can transform how people see you. 5. They don't care what people think. Most of us care way too much about other people's opinions. Psychopaths don't. They don't waste energy worrying about judgment, criticism, or gossip, which frees them to act decisively and authentically. What could you do if you weren't afraid of what others thought? 6. They move on fast. Here's something wild. Psychopaths don't dwell on the past. No guilt loops, no emotional spirals, no what ifs. That might sound cold, but there's a valuable lesson here. Obsessing over the past keeps you stuck. Learn, adjust, and move on quickly. 7. Emotions don't control them. Psychopaths feel fewer emotions, especially negative ones like fear, guilt, or anxiety. That's why they're able to make tough decisions without being overwhelmed. In real life, this kind of emotional detachment can help in situations like negotiating, managing teams, or making life-changing choices. It's not about being heartless. It's about being in control of your emotions. 8. They are laser-focused. Psychopaths have an incredible ability to focus on one goal and block everything else out. No distractions, no emotional interference. This tunnel vision focus is what athletes call the zone. We might not want to live there all the time, but being able to lock in on a task can make you unstoppable. 9. Morality isn't always clear-cut. This point is a little controversial. Psychopaths don't process morality like most people. They don't feel guilt in the same way, which can make them dangerous, yes, but also effective in roles where emotional hesitation could cost lives. Now, Dutton is not saying we should drop our morals. But sometimes, being too emotionally tied to doing the nice thing can get in the way of doing the right or necessary thing. 10. You can train psychopathic traits. Without being one, here's the golden takeaway. You don't have to be a psychopath to benefit from these traits. You can train your brain to stay calm under pressure, let go of unnecessary guilt, build real confidence, focus like a laser, and care less about other people's opinions. It's about using these tools wisely, without losing your empathy or kindness. That's what the book means by wisdom. So there you have it, The Wisdom of Psychopaths, in 10 powerful, thought-provoking points. This book isn't about turning into a cold-hearted robot. It's about recognizing that some traits society fears, like fearlessness, detachment, and confidence, can actually help us become better, stronger, and more successful. It's all about balance. So, what do you think? Could you benefit from a little bit of psychopathic focus or fearlessness in your life? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe.